I'm gonna be covering all the weather cards for you guys, so you guys know which card you can drop from all the weathers. And all the weathers, I mean like you know, rain, snow, sandstorm, infinity, Tsukiyomi, Isekai, Eclipse, Galaxy Manga, and Made in Heaven, which is the newest one. I'm just gonna be on easier. I'm just gonna make it easy for myself. I'm going through the anime card battle fandom wiki. You can just go here and type in Google anime card battle and then wiki. You'll find it by yourself, don't worry about it. So first of all, we have rain cards. If you drop them here, the stats will be 1.5 times higher than normal rarity cards. So if you have a 4,000 card, the stats of them are the same as a 1 in 15,000 card. So this is what first one in 1 in 4,000 heals 20% of your HP after being attacked. Pretty easy, not that difficult. Wait, let's make it a bigger there. Second one also was water bender. Second one is water Hashira. It's a 1 in 30,000 chance to drop on rain, obviously. And on entry, if this card has less damage than the enemy, then double your damage. Pretty good. Shark Skin Swordsman is a 1 in 50,000 chance to drop. Health recovers by half of the damage dealt. You also need this guy for a charm, but it's only at the beginning or when you start playing this. This is Divine Dits or Aqua. It's a 1 in 1.75 million chance to drop. Also, it's from the fantasy pack, so don't forget that. You won't be able to get it otherwise. And on the abilities on death, grant your next allied card a 1.5 times damage, which is very, very good. Then we have Snow. Snow is actually, I do not even know what the chances are exactly. I will show you after what are the chances of getting the specific weathers. Second one, Frosty Fighter, 1 in 50,000 chance drop. And the ability is 50% chance to freeze the opponent for a turn. Second one is Ice Princess, is 1 in 300,000. When this card dies, freeze the opponent's card for 2 turns, which is very good for bosses if you're not that far away. And like if you're far in the bosses or not far, it doesn't really matter. If you get this one, Ice Princess, it's really, really good because your next card can just get 2 or 3 hits for free. So yeah, that would be very nice. This is the best one, Emilia or Witch of Frost. It's 1 in a million chance to drop. Freeze the opponent cards for 1 turn on entry and on their entry if still on the field. So you will always hit first, and if your card will enter, you will have 2 hits. Pretty good. So if you would like, if I could choose a card to be universal, it would be Witch of Frost. I mean, you will always hit first. So those Kiras and the other things, they can one tap you in 2 turns. They won't do nothing because they won't attack you. So yeah, that's that. Sandstorm. Oh yeah, also the snow is 1.65 times better. Snow is 1.8 times better. First one is the 4 Iggy, 1 in 1,000 chance to drop. While on the field, deal 12% of the opponent's max health at the start of its turn, of this card's turn. The second one is the Alchemist or Edward Elric. It's 1 in 61,000 chance to drop. Converts half of his health into attack. So yeah, he will just die quickly, but he can do a lot of damage. The other one is Desert Phantom. I think this one is also from a card pack, but I do not know which one exactly. I think it's the dark pack, but I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's a 1 in 2 million chance to drop. Damage taken is reduced by 40%. So this is really strong if you get him like Rainbow or something. I mean, even Gold is very strong. So yeah, definitely aim for this one if you have Sandstorm. Next one is Infinity Tsukiyomi. It's a 2 times card stat from rare card rarity, so they're twice as strong, which means 10 times the rarity. First one is Flicker God. It's a 1 in 50,000 chance to drop. The opponent has 25% chance to attack themselves after attacking, dealing 50% of their attack. So you basically get another hit. Well, they just hit themselves easily. The second one is Rogue Ninja or Sasuke. It's a 1 in 666,666. And the ability is applies an undying burn to the opponent. So pretty good for bosses. Heroic Trader or Itachi, 1 in 3 million chance to drop, and this ability starts the battle with a clone illusion. When defeated, the real card emerges sick with full HP. So it used to be half HP, but now it's full HP. So you basically have an extra card of this guy, but he doesn't have an ability. So yeah, that's Isekai cards have a 2.15 times rest stats increase. First one is Returner, a 1 in 100,000 chance to drop, 50% chance to revive at full HP. Which is basically the best card from Infinity Tsukiyomi, but then this one just always does it, and this one has a 50% chance to do it. Yeah, right. Anyhow, next one, Abyssal Monarch, One is 6,660,666 chance to drop. And the ability is negate the opponent's ability if they are weaker than him. I don't know exactly what negate means, but you guys probably know, so you know if it's good or not. Next one is Eternal Lich. It's a 1 in 10 million chance to drop, and the ability is on entry, reduces the opponent's health and damage by 25%. Also very good for bosses. Next one is Eclipse. Cards here are 2.3 times better than regular. The first one is a White Hawk, 1 in 5 million chance to drop. Reduce the damage of the enemy party by 20% on entry, and every time this ability is used, reduction decreased by 5%. I think if you would have, like, if you have 2 of those, then the second one would only decrease 15%, and the third one only 10%, the third one only 5%, and the fourth one nothing. Wait, no, 20, 15, 10 and 5%. Okay, so you can have a full team of this guy, but it won't like do it 20% average. 20% every time. Anyways, second one is Black Swordsman. I also have this one, by the way. I do not have this one, but I do have this one. Deals 3 times damage to all villains, otherwise deal 1.5 times damage, and its chance of 1 in 10 million chance to drop. He's really good, by the way. He's dealing a lot of damage, and he's really good with Little Saw, because he does so much damage, more than usual cards. He like revives so much because of the 20% lifesteal, but I feel like he sometimes heals more. Anyway, let's go on with the next one. Galaxies. The cards will be 2.7 times better. First one is Null or Anti-Spiral. It's a 1 in 333,333% with chance to drop. On entry, make the opponent take their next card if there is one. So the opponent won't hit you, but his next card. Very good, I know, right? Second one is Star Warrior. Wait, I think this one is also from a card pack. No, I don't know. I think one of those is from a card pack, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this one is from a card pack, but I don't know. 1 in 4 million chance to drop, and the ability is every turn gain an additional attack. Can only attack one target. So the first time you attack once, the second time you attack twice, third time your turn starts you attack 3 times, and it keeps going until you die, obviously. Moonlight's Guardian, or Sailor Moon. It's a 1 in 10 million chance to drop, and the ability is damage taken is reduced by 35% chance of your max HP. There is a support card which makes this percentage even higher, so you would survive even longer. That's crazy. Next is the manga cards, manga weather. This was the rarest weather until last week, I think, when I'm recording this. The cards are 3.1 times stronger than usual. The first one is Sacred Heart or Buddha. It's a 1 in 20,000 chance to drop. It was 100,000, but it changed it to 20. And the ability reduces damage by 30% and heal 20% of the damage taken. So reduce damage by 30% and heal 20% of damage taken. It's very good with Little Saw, obviously, because your damage will get higher and you gain an additional lifesteal. Oh, that's really good. If you get this one in Rainbow, obviously. Gold isn't that strong. Anyway, next one, a Phantom Edge, 1 in 200,000 chance to drop. It was 1 million, but now it's 200,000. Whenever attacked, counter attack. So you always attack again. Even if you die, I think. Yeah, even if you die, you will still counter attack. Next one is Wandering Samurai. 1 in 2 million chance to drop. It was 10 million, but now it's 2 million. On enemy entry, remove the opponent's ability. So enemies will never have an ability if they hit you. So this is basically better than the Snow card, Witch of Frost, but then this one always hits first, and this one just removes your ability. So very good for Infinity this is. And then we have the final and the rarest weather in the game, which are the cards are 5 times stronger than regular cards from their stats. First one is Sly Snake or White Snake. It's a 1 in 5 million chance to drop, and the ability is whenever you attack, take 15% attack from the enemy and give it to your next card. So your next card will be insanely strong if this one can, I don't know, attack like 4 times. Woo! That's crazy. Next one is Lunar Moon, 1 in 50 million chance to drop, and the ability is on entry, invert enemy stats, always block the first attack from a card. So you switch stats? I don't know how this exactly works. I don't know. And the best of the best is Infinity Horizon. This guy looks a little bit like an Avenger guy, but he's anime. So anyway, attack 3 times is his ability. Bro, you attack 3 freaking times. So you basically do 3 times damage, but you do it 3 times. Just normal attack. Bro, imagine this thing with this support card. After attacking, deal 50% of this card's attack and damage. So you don't just attack 3 times. You do this as well. So you do like 1.5 times damage as well. So in one turn, you do 4.5 times damage with that card. That's wild. You can also just use little salt to keep him alive longer, just as you want. Oh, by the way, guys, a tip from me. If you manage to get Grief Seed, use Mask Leader with Grief Seed. What happens if you use that? You will gain the 20% damage to your party, and it will turn into user's card. It will turn into Magical Girl, which means it will also buff your party's health by 20%. Because you first get the buff from Mask Leader, then from Magical Girl. Really good. You should definitely use this in your party. Yep, do that. All right, and now the chances of getting certain weathers. So the rarity you see here is a 1 in 300, which means it's a 1 in 300 chance every second. So every second you have a 1 in 300 chance to get this weather. Snow is 1 in 400 chance. Also, you see the duration, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. There are no effects. Sandstorm is 1 in 500 rarity, and also 3-minute duration. There's also no effect. And then we have the first-ish rare weather, Infinity Tsukiyomi. It's a 1 in 1500 every second, and then the duration is also 3 minutes. And the effect is a 1.2 times luck multiplier on your luck, obviously. And also on the cards you can get from the weather. We have also, then we have Isekai. It's a 1 in 7777. The duration is 4 minutes, so the first one is a longer duration of 3. And multiply is 1.5 times luck. Eclipse is 1 in 10,000 every second. The duration is 4 minutes as well. And the luck multiplier is by 2. Galaxy is 1 in 30,000, 5-minute duration and 3 times luck. Manga 1 in 90,000, 5 minutes duration, 5 times luck. I don't know, there's no image, I think, without image perms. I don't know what this means. And then we have Made in Heaven, 1 in 100,000 chance to drop. I don't think this is true with 90,000 and 100,000, but anyway, and I will just show you in a bit why. 5 minutes for the main manga and 6 minutes for Made in Heaven. You also have a 7 times luck boost, 7 times, and a minus 30% to roll cooldown. So you also roll way quicker. So why I don't think it's 90% and I'm a 1 in 90,000, 1 in 100,000 is because manga is a 0.13% and Made in Heaven is a 0.01% chance. So I don't know. Anyway, guys, these are all the weather cards. Yeah, it was just an informative video, and I hope you guys helped you with this and get some good cards, boys, like I do. Get that universal kill or whatever you want. See you on the next video, and bye bye.